This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Two spots in the NFC tailgate, and weeks the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. We'll see a return here from the end zone. As the decision to bring it out, not a good one as he's tackled with the DT. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, so it looks like we've got a line. We'll shake it out. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Lions use the 15. It's first and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Only a couple for him. They're on the game's first play and second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Mayfield on play action. With the fire on deep midfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. 83 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point break on the middle. It's now 7-0 game. This away and it goes. This is going to be returned from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so he's saying he's heading out to the touchback. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Bucs will have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Here's the first carry of the game for the Bears. That's Charlie Love down the field. And he got right after 30 here. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now it's Watson. They'll roll that right. And it's complete to Will Fuller. He's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him find some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on a big play, and a first down.
They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second and a couple. Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they come back, reestablish a tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes 1 yardage and he backed up to the 24. I think the movement is with a touch pass like that. Maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it's the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 13. On the handoff, the Tigers. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Cam Akers, 24 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Three yards remain for second down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. Pollard now a first down and more. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Tony Pollard, 64 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Lions will use the first of their time. 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 81 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Third and long for Mayfield. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Ballage. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Run for Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Pollard. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Now here's Pollard. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another 1st down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Now Akers to start the 3rd quarter on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 48 yards on the ground for him so far.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Off the option, here's Akers. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll run here with Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure. And
a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Detroit. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those 2-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
A first down throw for Mayfield.
It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin the next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's all they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
I think they need to eat the tacos.
Not ideal, but they take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense,
They probably don't want them to sleep.
they want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
They all
On the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
But I want pizza.
Watson.
Somebody has the pizza. There's a
Back to the 17. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. After this, you'll actually be in
If that gets it, then it'll be fast. Whoa, look at
Eagles on 3rd down. They've been here perfect for 5 minutes more. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Watson. Deep for Goodwin. He runs with the interceptor.
Good shit.
The Lions 37-yard line. Really not considered this. Charles, he was looking to throw the football.
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On first down, Pollard. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Lions on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run on first down. Akers, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they're trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Watson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 47 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. They go play action. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Gardner. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mayfield. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for Detroit.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Pollard. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Watson. Forced out to his left. That's taken in by Knox. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Watson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw, Watson. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Here's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw. Able to connect with Chark. And out across midfield down to the 45. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Baker. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they